Hey guys, Ravi here, first year teaching candidate. Today we're going to talk about the long-term athlete development model. This is an article by Isvin Bailey, and it discusses various stages of athletic development for youth all the way up to adulthood. The reason why I chose this article, I have a lot of experience in the gym. I've been a personal trainer for about 4 years. A lot of experience working with young athletes, and athlete development really resonates with me. One of the interesting things that I saw in this article was this quote that I pulled straight from the article. It says that overemphasis on competition in early stages of athletic development can actually cause shortcomings later on in that athlete's career. So what it means is that if there's a big focus on competition at the early stages of an athlete's or even a young child's development, it can actually negatively impact that child later on in their athletic career. So the long-term athlete development model has 6 stages. It's a 6-stage model. One of the main things that they discuss is peak height velocity. So what peak height velocity is, it's a critical stage in an athlete's development, usually around 12 to 13 years for males and a little bit younger for females, because females tend to hit puberty a little earlier. It doesn't say that in the article, but we know that. So 3 stages that I chose to focus on primarily for this short video were stage 1, 2, and 3. So stage 1 of the 6-stage LTAT model is called the fundamental stage. This is in males 6 to 9 years old and females 6 to 8 years old. And this stage focuses primarily on motor skills. So what the article says is that during this stage, structure of activities should be well organized. However, it should be fun. There shouldn't be any sports specialization, and most of the activities should be focusing on promoting and developing motor skills of children. In the second stage, learn to train, males of 9 to 12 years old and females 8 to 11. This is where they say that sports skills should be introduced, and the ABCs of this stage, the learn to train, so agility, balance, and coordination. So now activities can start to become a little bit more structured, and key elements such as agility, balance, and coordination should be emphasized throughout the activities. And the last one, train to train. So males ages 12 to 16 and females 11 to 15. So you're basically building the engine of the child. So a little bit of more focus on aerobic activities, as well as consolidating specific sports skills. So why is this important? And how can we use this theory in our practice as teachers? So by taking into account a child's peak height velocity, especially for kids from about the ages of 6, 7 to about 11 or 12 years old, we see that games or activities that we're doing with children should be fun, they should be inclusive, and they should also have some elements of agility, balance, and coordination. I've seen extremes on both sides. So I've seen games or activities be designed where they're too much fun, they're not well organized, a little bit chaotic, and there's not any emphasis on movement skills or coordination, balance. And I've also seen activities that are a little bit too competitive in nature and maybe have made some children with less physical abilities feel like they couldn't participate. So I think a balance of inclusivity, fun, engagement, as well as fundamental motor skills is very, very important when you're dealing with students as a phys ed teacher with students at this age. Lastly, some of my strengths What I bring to the table is I have a lot of energy, a lot of passion. I'm not afraid to talk to people. I have great interpersonal skills. As I said, I've been a personal trainer for about 4 years, so it's easy for me to relate to students. One of my weaknesses, I would definitely feel like organizational skills and time management, and I've struggled with this throughout my university career. I have a bad habit of putting a lot of things on my plate. I want to be involved in a lot of activities, so I volunteer, I work, and I just feel like I don't have enough time to complete everything I set my mind to, and sometimes I tend to burn out. For example, today when I was in class, it was just, I was tired, I wasn't